Okay, these are sayings of the previous Rebbe, which were gathered together by our Rebbe into pamphlet form. Our Rebbe. No matter how much effort you make to make money, you can never earn 1 cent more than God has ordained that you should get. You have to do what is necessary, but you have to remember that all of your work is only a vessel. The main thing is God's blessing. And God's blessing is earned by being observant of God's commandments. Now, I know that any normal person that reads this will say, 1 second, I know a lot of people that are very rich and they're very not religious. They're very anti-religious Jews, and they're very rich. And a proof of that they're right is the richest their bank account. Look in their bank account. Look in your bank account. Look how many zeros they have after their, the first number, and how many zeros I have. And you see that they're so what really is the answer? What are we talking about? And so the answer is, the way I understand it, is that there's different types of money. There's different types of money. There's money that you can earn on your own, and that money has no real true value, because all you can do with it is just make more money. So the second money has no more value than the first money. So you're just sort of pushing off the problem. Right? It's like the Professor Viktor Frankl says, you can't say that the meaning of life is to have children. Having children is a good thing. Having money is also a good thing. But if the meaning of life is having children, then you just push off the meaningless of life to the next generation. Life has to have a meaning for each and every person alone, on his own. Right? His relationship to the world, his relationship to others. Having millions of dollars that are empty dollars, that all you can do is buy empty things with them. So it means that's not really value. True money that's earned by blessings, and I know a lot of people that they have, large families, beautiful children, right? True, how do you say, nachat they get from their children. But even more, the bigger nachat is that they did what God wanted. And they don't have big incomes. That's why a lot of people say, the religious people, they must be all thieves or something. Because what do they get? The answer is they do the minimum. They have money for the minimum. The family demands the minimum, but they dress clean, they dress well, they dress nice, they have what to eat, right? And it's all miracles. And every bite you take, and every shoe you put on, and every pair of pants you clothe yourself in, you realize it's a miracle. And you realize that the world is a wonderful, godly place, and it's in the hands of God. So it says the main thing is God's blessing. And that blessing is being observant of God's commandments, praying with a minyan, observing Shabbat exactly in the most beautiful way, doing kashrut and having children instructed by truly, sincerely religious teachers. And there's a comment down here that the Rebbe once made a speech that there were a lot of teachers that taught in Hebrew schools, and they knew the Torah. They knew the Torah very well, but they themselves were not religious. They themselves did not observe anything. But either they had been religious, or they just were very interested in religion, or they just were very intelligent people, and they could just understand any book. They could understand what's the point of a book. But the whole essence of Judaism is personal, not just to know what Jews do. They have to know what God wants and to do it. My Creator wants. So the teachers have to be truly religious, God-fearing teachers that really believe that the Torah they're teaching is coming directly from God, who's creating the whole world. That is what brings true blessing to your financial life. Okay, now a story. Should I tell the story later? Maybe, I don't know.